Good morning, students. Today, let's continue the lesson Substances in Surrounding, their states and properties. In the previous two classes, we have studied the change of state of substances. We have come to know the three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gaseous state of matter. We also came to know different examples related to it. The next point we studied was heat and change of physical state, changes of state, the temperature and a thermometer, boiling and condensation, freezing, various uses of changes in physical state and sublimation. Today we will continue the same lesson with new points. Let's now study properties of substances. We will study the different properties of substances like hardness, softness, elasticity, fluidity, etc. These are some properties of substances. Secondly, we will also study about properties of metal. Metals bend. Metals, when tapped again and again, when heated, they become flat. They heat. They conduct electricity, etc. These are some metals' properties. So let's start with that now. If we consider chalk, we try to break it easily. If you just press the chalk, the piece of chalk or a chalk will get broken down easily. A thing which gets broken down easily is called brittleness. That property is called as brittleness. We have one more example of brittleness, that is breaking of a biscuit or breaking of a chalk. So these are examples of brittleness. Hardness is a particular object is hard. Okay, when an object is very hard, that property is called as hardness. Nails, iron nails are hard. What is elasticity now? We all know the rubber band, right? We all have seen rubber bands. How are they? If you stretch a rubber band, the length increases between two holding points. So that objects are called as elastic. Most probably rubbers are elastic in its property. Rubber band is elastic. Fluidity. A substance which flows like water is called the property of fluidity. Next point is densities. What is densities? Some objects have particles close to each other. Some objects have particles far to each other. An object, if you consider water, the water particles are little bit far to each other as compared to the particles present in an iron rod. The particles in air are very much far as compared to the particles in iron rod. So this is density. The object which is hard has more density as compared to the object which is soft. Next one is solubility. You take a spoonful of sugar or salt and you put it into a glass of water. You stir it well, you will observe that the sugar or salt gets mixed with water completely. So an object getting mixed in some other substance, that time it is said to be soluble. Here in this case, sugar or salt is soluble in water. But if you consider oil and you put it into water, you try to stir it, it will not get mixed up. It won't get mixed up completely. You will see the two layers, one of water and one of oil. So that is insolubility. Next one is transparency. We have glass windows. Yes, we have glass windows. You stand to either side of the window, you can see whatever is present to the next side. Like you stand inside your house And if you have a glass window, you can see the trees which are present outside the house. So that is transparency. These were the few properties of substances. Let's now study properties of metals. Metals can be converted into sheets by hammering. This property of metal is called malleability. You can see on textbook page number 38. A man is hammering a nail. After continuous hammering, the nail will get converted into a flat sheet. So that property is called as malleability. Next one is ductility. When metals can be stretched and drawn into wires, such property is called as ductility. Metals can be converted into wires when it is stretched. So that property is called as ductility. Electric conductivity. Electrical conductivity. Electricity flows through metals. All metals are conductors of electricity to a greater or lesser extent. This property is called as electric conductivity. Aluminium wire, copper wire carry electricity. If you check the wires in your homes, they are made up of copper, aluminium, etc. So that property is called as electric conductivity. Why? Because electrical charge flows through that. Thermal conductivity is the next property of metals. What happens in thermal conductivity? The heat travels. If you take a cooker or you take a tawa, you place it on a fire. What will happen? It will start getting heated. So that is called as thermal conductivity. Taking heat inside. When heat is conducted, it is called as thermal conductivity. Characteristic color. Metals have a typical shine or luster. Shine or luster means they have different colors. So that is called as luster. Every metal has a characteristic color by which it can be identified. So that shine, particular, or a luster is called as the characteristic color. Like gold has a yellowish appearance, yellowish shine. Silver has a whitish shine. Yes, so that is called as the characteristic color. Last one is sonority. What is sonority? Some musical instruments work on tar, right? They work on a string. When the string is just touched, the sound is created. For example, if you consider guitar has strings on it. If you pluck the guitar string, it will generate into sound. So that is called as sonority. Here we finish up with the lesson substances in surrounding their states and properties. Thank you.